Hey Dan, are you thinking about installing the Mod X on your new bolt action rifle?
Yeah, but I really don't know where to begin.
So are you feeling like Dan? Do you think this project's gonna turn into something like this? Hello, I am Jason Combs,
And I'm Dan Deisenroth.
and we are with American Built Arms Company. Today, we're going to talk about our Mod X modular rifle system and how you can make your regular old bolt action rifle look like this awesome Ferrari looking chassis rifle. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with how do we take the stock off of this and how we actually put it in our chassis system. So what you're going to do is Dan, you want to show them the box?
Yep.
We start off with a box like this. Inside that box is a receiver, a handguard, a scope rail, and a stock assembly. Along with that, you get your hardware kit. You get an install manual, in case you aren't watching this video, or else I don't know. And you get a sticker, and that sticker, we encourage you to put that at any bar around town so that everybody can see and come and buy some of our stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this gun and we're going to make sure that, number one, it's safe, okay? We're going to take the bolt out of the gun. On a Remington, it's you push right here in front of the trigger, pull that guy right out, okay? Now we're in a safe position, made sure there was nothing in there, and we're going to grab one of our wrenches, right? There's two screws here, one right behind the trigger housing, one right in front of the magazine, okay? So you're just going to break those loose real quick. And you can see how easy this is going to be. This is super simple, guys. It's not anything that you think it's going to be. You guys think it's going to be this huge effort to make this happen. I promise you it's not. I mean, look at this, right? Boom. You don't even need the screws or nothing. Here, get rid of that.
Okay.
And here is the magazine for it. We're going to get rid of that too. We don't need any of that. So now this is really easy, okay? You have your barrel lug. You have a barrel lug section in the receiver. So you're just going to slide this guy through here, right? And into that barrel lug portion, right? You'll notice that you have some room to work with. We did that on purpose. That way you can get your screws started where they need to get started, and you can pull down and have that barrel lug seated right up against the receiver. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this guy in here. Let's see. Get this one started, right? So we're going to just get it started. Right like the other one was, right? Get this guy started. Okay, we got both of them started. Okay, just give them a little bit hand tight. Right? And in the install manual, it's going to tell you torque ratings, okay? But here it is. Steel to steel, 65 inch-pounds, okay? Inch-pounds, not foot-pounds. Inch-pounds, okay? So we're going to put our guy in here. Alright, look, did you hear that click? Alright, here we go. Here we go, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, that's how a torque wrench works, just like that. Alright, we've already got it halfway home, okay? Next thing you're going to do is take your handguard, slide it right over top. You're going to notice that this thing is keyed. See this raised section here? That's going to make it keyed to your receiver. Okay? And notice, right? I'm just holding it here. You can't move this thing because it's keyed. Okay? Now we're going to bolt our handguard to our receiver. Okay, just gonna get them hand tight. I tell you, I think the coolest thing about our hardware kit is that all of the bolts come with thread locker already on them, right? Let me show you that real quick. See that patch? That makes it so you don't have to go cleaning with acetone and put mess and everything with Loctite. Don't mess with that. We've already got it covered for you. Okay? Hand tight. And same thing, right? Okay. There it goes. Wait for your audible click. And we are tightened up. Okay?
Yeah, he didn't tell you the torque rating on that one, but that one's 55 inch-pounds.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I totally screwed the pooch on that one.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're going to put our scope rail on. Okay? Slide it under, right? See how this has got this keyed section? We're all about the key. Okay, so key this guy up underneath of that scope rail. And what I like to do is I like to start it off so that I can hold the position by starting it with the screw that goes in between the hand guard and the scope rail. Okay, and what I do is I just tighten it up just a little bit. Okay, all right, just to get started. Okay, then what I'm going to do is in this
That's the front one.
kit, right, for the Remingtons especially, there's going to be 4 screws, and one of them is going to come in a little tiny baggie. Okay, and the reason why we do that is that the front screw hole in a Remington is a different depth than the rest of the 3 screws. Okay, what we're trying to get is maximum amount of torque power to hold this guy down. So what we want to do is give you the maximum amount of threads that you can get in all the 3 holes, and then give you the max amount that you can get in the front hole. Okay, so the small one, right, goes in that front hole. And you'll notice when you look down through it that you can actually see the threads of the barrel going into the receiver. Okay, so what we're going to do is just hand tighten that down, and then we drop our other 3 screws in, right? Super simple stuff, guys. Okay. All right. Not hard yet, is it? It's pretty easy stuff, right? If you can turn a screw, you can turn a wrench, I should say.
You can dodge a ball. No, I mean.
Yeah, exactly right. if you can turn your hands, you can make this happen. I'm just saying, right? Doing about 35 inch-pounds on your scope rail. Okay, got little screws there. These are number 6s, right? Don't go any higher than 35. Okay, so after we're done tightening these down, we're gonna tighten this guy down if I can find the right wrench. But tighten this guy down, and that's also going to be torqued down to 55. Okay, so we're pretty close right now, right? Got one last thing to do, right? We pre-assemble this for you, so then you can adjust this stock wherever you want to adjust it to. So what you're going to do is you're just going to get this thing started, right? If you're screwing it down and you enter a little bit of resistance, right, it means that the screw in the back is a little bit too far in. So just loosen that up a little bit so that you aren't scraping all the threads off your tube. Cool? Alright, so we're going to do this. We're going to get it down as far as we can, and then what we're going to do is we're going to locate on the tube. There's a slot in the bottom, right? There's a slot that's linear like this. We're going to locate that with that, and then we're going to tighten it down so that that slot locks this tube on the gun. Okay, so we're going to tighten it down. We're too much, right? So we're going to get it where it's lined up. Use our little Allen key here. We're going to tighten that guy down. You're going to feel when it gets into the spot that you need it, right? it's gonna come down and it's got a flat bottom in the little screw that you're tightening down has a flat bottom also. Right? So it's gonna come all the way down and tighten up, okay? And we are tight, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn our castle nut, right? And then we're gonna tighten it up with a castle nut wrench. Okay. So then really the last thing you gotta do is just adjust the stock, okay? So you're gonna adjust the stock a little bit so that you can get the bolt back in the gun, okay? Move this guy down. Now, neat thing about our buffer tube is that you have threaded positions for all of the holes, okay? And you have a bolt that goes through and locks this permanently down to the tube. Completely different than any other tube on the market, okay? So you're going to move that to a position, right? At least 3 positions out so that way you can get the bolt back in the gun, okay? Just like that. And then you're gonna adjust it to whatever your length of pull is, okay? So once you get your scope all set up, right, you're gonna adjust this on the tube to whatever position you want, okay? And then you're just going to screw this down into those threads and tighten that guy up. If you really want to torque that, you can do about 45 inch-pounds, but I just do it hand tight. A lot of guys think this is going to be a really hard project, but it's really one of those fun things that you can do to take an old rifle that you have, or even you know, be able to take a rifle that you've always wanted, something that looks like this, and get it for a very affordable price. We're American Built Arms Company, and we appreciate you spending your time with us. Special thanks to Dan, our armor, for handing me all the stuff I need. And
You wouldn't find it any other way.
I know. And thanks. All right, have a great day.